Remember to always use eye protection when you're working with lasers. All right, let's try this guy out here. There we go. So, one of you guys very kindly sent me all the vapes that you've used in the last however long. These are disposable vapes. These are meant to be thrown out. You can't refill them with vape, but apparently you can recharge them because they have a USB-C port on the bottom of all of them. So apparently there's some recharging stuff. Now I already took one apart. This is the battery that's inside of it. It's a little 3.7 volt single cell LiPo, a fully rechargeable LiPo. So if we wire these together with some resistors between the cells so we don't absolutely like blast them out when they're all wired, we should be able to charge them as one giant power bank. We gotta go through all these disposable vapes and scrap them for the one useful component, which is the battery. The LiPos are right about here. I spent a lot of time trying to pry these open initially, but I think what works the best is to just take something heavy and kind of just strike right where the battery is, you know. I should probably wear safety glasses just in case like a piece of plastic or like vape juice sprays in my eye or something. What kind of laser vape you doing? We're only powering the laser with the vape, which is gonna be pretty good. Cause these little batteries, for all it's worth, these little batteries can pack quite a punch. LiPos are capable of some crazy current output. Let me throw the spent ones somewhere. Well, for now, we'll just throw them here. This one has a rubberized coating and it's resisting the impact a little better. We're breaking this shit apart like the monkey do. I accidentally stabbed it a little. That should be fine. We shouldn't have, it didn't puncture it. Wait, I saw a little smoke. I saw a little smoke there. Oh wait, that's, oh shit. It's the wires. Snip those short. Hang on a second. Alright, got worried for a second. We're only 2 vapes in. That is like warm. Hang on. Let me have those safety glasses on, you know, just in case. Literally started getting hot and smoke came out. It was shorting the battery because the wire, when I snipped it, it stripped a little bit and they twisted together. Let's put this one over kind of a little separate from the other ones just in case something bad happens with him. All right, now hang on. Where is the battery? Okay, it's the part away from the nozzle. Good to know. We smack it on the nozzle side, so that way we don't... Ow. Well, we also need to smack it on this side, I guess. Just let's not stab the battery with the screwdriver while we're prying these open. That's when I realized that they put full-on working LiPos in them, and not just, like, trash batteries. Holy shit, this one's a little more resilient. Cool. We only got one left. We almost got these all shucked. Alright, we almost got them. This just full-on shattered on this end. Alright, the LiPo stash has been had. Let's get our vape swept up here. Some desperate high school kid could probably take all these vape carts and like squeeze the juice out of the sponges in them and get 1 vape's worth of juice out of the dredges. How many we got? Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. It's exactly 2 dozen. And we want to wire these in parallel. We want to wire these all in parallel so that we can, how much voltage do we need for the laser? Well, hang on a second. Let's try, let me check. I don't really remember off the top of my head how much the laser requires. Oh, but I plugged in one of these batteries, so it must have been like 11. Yeah. So, that means we should build a 3S battery out of these. So 3 banks of batteries, which actually works pretty well because 24 is divisible by 3. We can get 8 batteries per bank and then run those banks in series. Or wait, how do you do it? Do you do 8 banks of 3 in series, or do you do 3 banks of 8 in parallel? But before that, let's take off our safety glasses and instead put on one of the most expensive piece of safety equipment that I've ever bought for this, which is these laser goggles. These guys, if you buy laser goggles to mess with lasers, one of the important things you have to do, you need to get ones that are specifically designed for the wavelength of laser that you're gonna be working with. This laser here is blue, so it's a sub 550 nanometer wavelength, and I believe it used to have this taped on top. It's been a little thrashed. 3 cells, 8 each? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it wouldn't be a cell, it'd be a battery at that point. Yeah, we're splitting hairs. There we go. Alright, laser still works. It still burn holes in the desk. Excellent. And through my laser goggles, I can't see anything. I can tell there's a dot there, but like everything is, it's got the Mexico vision filter. So first, let us build our vape bank. We have a lithium battery. If we have a lithium fire on our hands here, it's gonna be nasty. Make sure to get the battery really hot. I'll be sure to put it in front of the heater. I think that's really gonna help us elevate this to new heights. You're a couple red wires short of a love letter and a door knock. We're taking precautions, okay? I'm just trying to, like, make sure. Realistically, I should have searched this up more beforehand, but I didn't think about it too close. I was like, oh yeah, just make a power bank. Then I'm like, I've made ones where they're all in series, but I've not messed with the ones where they're in parallel and they can start charging each other. But I know enough to know that it's a problem. All right, you know what? You know what? Random chatter who said, just wire them up as long as there's less than 0.5 volt difference. I think you're gonna win the one guy award. Let's see what we're at with most of these. 3.9? That one's like full. 3.9? That one's also full? Hang on a second. 4? Wait, this guy might have just charged his vapes like crazy, man. 2.77? All right, not so much. You go over here. 3.9. Oh, this is, okay, this is better. This is better than that other thing. 3.37. Top him off a bit. 3.13, need to top him off as well. 3.6, needs a little juice. We're gonna have like one bank that needs charge, one bank worth. So let's get this guy up and running and get him charging these. We'll just charge him like 1S. Lipo charge. Motherfucker, how do you use this thing? Fast charge, yes. There we go. There we go. There we go, there we go. We got it working. We got it working in the end. Lipo is not the same as Lion. What is this? What are these? I think these are lipos. Close enough. Will they do anything more than pop? Yes. Yes, lithium batteries, like, lithium burns in contact with air. And they go insane if you blow one up. If I wire them all together, it's gonna detect that the voltage is under, and it's gonna keep pumping in more power, right? But there's gonna be cells that are already fully charged. So it's gonna keep pumping power into fully charged cells. And if you do that, then you get a spicy surprise. Am I wiring this right? Yes, this is positive. The power is ramping down on this. This is taking longer than I thought it would to charge one cell, though. All right, let's see here. All right, we got another bank. This should be enough to power the laser. This guy here is like 11 something volts. These guys in series should be similar. Do you plan on lighting a cig with it? Yes. Yes, I do. It's funny how many people have asked that. That is what I'm gonna do with it. Guess it wasn't as original of an idea as I thought, though. All right, then this should be our battery bank here with 12 vape batteries. And we're getting another one here loaded up. But in the meantime, I think we can run the laser off this if we have to. I get it's kind of base to be that accepting of like, dude, I accidentally touched the probes together and it started to fire. Did you see that? Did you see the smoke? Anyway, hang on a second. Let's wire these in series. All right, we got our vape bank. Feels like it's not feeling like it's getting hot. So I think we're safe. Here, this will continue to charge these, like, almost dead ones. Let's see what this draws. 11.8, baby! Is this enough to power the laser, is the question. And honestly, I've had so... Actually, I just realized, we don't even have to hotwire this. I have the plug. I have so many of these plugs because since when do you need the battery side of the plug? You normally need the socket side. Make sure I have it, the polarity right. This isn't a very thick gauge of wire. Sorry, vapors. Sorry to all the vapists in chat. I'm not one of your homies like that. If I was going to consume nicotine, it would be in the form of a cigar or cigarette. Let's see if we can get the laser running with this. So, it's not constructed into the gun yet. I just want to see if we can fire the laser using these. All right, got the polarity correct. Should be good. Let's see how we do here. Let's see if this could power the laser. All right, we got the pre-laser. Moment of truth. Oh, baby! We got a vape-powered laser, man. Dude, it works. Okay, the rest is just, you know, getting the design down. All right, hang on. It's time to start building this thing up then. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's set off with part 2 here, which is I want it to activate when you suck in on it. Hang on, you think I can use this old tube for the vape activation? Or has mad suckables in his basement? I got a lot of random crap. And they're like, dog, why don't you, like, you know, get rid of it or whatever? It's like, well, because it works. Even though this is completely unloaded, I should not be looking into it. This poor X-ray gun has been scalped for every part. The cancer cannon is such a good project, but like, dude, it's like been scalped for every part. All the circuits are gone. Everything but the X-ray tube has been taken out. I'm just trying to think of what's gonna look cool, you know? Is that a bad way to go about your project? To go off what could potentially look cool? Hang on. We could do something where the batteries are like in the back of the can, maybe, and the can faces, and then there's like a beam. I like the idea of having a clear plastic thing the beam travels through. Let's see here. Holy shit. All right, this laser, go here. This laser should, like, go out here, honestly. All right, I'm not gonna lie, the ergonomics of this thing, not the best. Namely, due to the fact this box is right here, it's kind of messing with the ergonomics. Oh my gosh, wait, that actually fits it. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. We're getting it sighted up here. And then we'll have this one off the back that you take a huff out of to fire the thing. I gotta put like something under this to hold it up just a little bit. Cause this is pretty good as far as like laser gun designs go, I feel like. it's not too awful bad. We're getting pretty good here. Can we shim this with a piece of paper? Yeah, baby, you know it's pure engineering hours. Let's go out with a bang. Let's get our stuff working. Yeah, baby. Motherfucker. Let's get this, is this an ideal setup? Not quite. Should prevent us from, like, melting down, though. The batteries, that is. Oh, shit. This broke. That sucks. Okay. We got our vape blaster here. Let's do a quick test without the suck meter on it. Let's see if it works without the suck meter. Oh, all right. There we go. Is this fire? Turn off safety and then see. Oh wait, no, that activates. That's safety off. I have my my goggles on right now. Can you see it in the tube? All right, we're working. Yeah. Hang on a second. We gotta have this guy coming up like this for the suck test. It glows a pretty retina-searing color. Yeah, that's how That's how they be. That's how lasers be. Having the trigger be that you have to suck on it kind of rocks. Like, look, look at that. You have to, we get the sensor in there. We're pretty much golden, I think. Do you know what? All I think that I need to detect it via pressure difference. All right. We're getting in some serious jank territory, but like, I think all that I need is to take these pins and put one contact and a piece of paper with some holes in it, and then have a little ball bearing that breathes and sucks into it. That's actually, that should do it, man. Hang on, do I still have those ball bearings? Yes. Yeah. A whole Ale-81 bottle full of them. Yeah, these should be good. Let's see. I think if we go in the side of this pipe with 2 screws and then connect these ends to the screws and then put the ball in the bottom and like a little piece across the bottom so it can't roll out, I think we're fucking golden, dude. Well, I mean, hang on. Let's first test if we can suck the ball. Motherfucker, it rolled out. Yeah, it does work. Look. Yeah, can you see it roll up? Yeah, there we go. And then we get one of these guys. What I really have to worry about is sucking in the plastic from this. Or not, I guess. I'll be so happy if this works, man, because it's so easy. Oftentimes, the simplest solution doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. I feel like this is one of the few where it totally could work as well as I want it to. You had worse with the cigar stakes. Where are those scraps I cut off earlier? Oh, here we go. Take these guys. Oh, I've so got this. We've got this, dude. Gotta treat the lungs with the dignity they deserve. I mean, this is less bad for you than the vaping. Here, I should have put the wires on here beforehand. This is how we get our inhale-based switch, though. Here, take this guy out. Normally, oh my good God, did I really not make this long enough? Did I really not make this wire long enough? Are you fucking kidding me? I have to put an extension on a wire that's this short. We got the half extension on here. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, dude. I love these old wire strippers, but you have to adjust how sticky or loose the connection is by just touching up the little bolt, which is very, like, old-fashioned for sure. Alright. There we go, with its little extension cable. And yeah, just leave that all unshielded, why not? And then we stick the ball bearing in here. And we put something over the opening. Maybe like a little piece of wire. We could heat it up and melt it into the plastic, actually. That would work pretty well. That should touch across. There's a lot of... Alright, that didn't work like I wanted it to. Hang on a second. Step 2, we take a thin strip of tape, put it across the entrance, and call it a day. Alright, now when I suck, that should contact. Okay, moment of truth, laser goggles. Laser goggles on, engage. There it is, it works. Wait, yeah, dude, it works. Oh, you gotta really suck. You have to really fucking suck on it, dude. It takes so much air to make it suck, dude. Hang on, does covering more of the hole make it less or harder? That makes it harder? Holy shit. That's awesome, though. Look at this gun. Look at this thing, man. Dude, the amount of suck that you need to make this thing go off, though, is, like, crazy. Hey, where are my balloons? We gotta, like, do a good demo of it, you know? Remember to always use eye protection when you're working with lasers. Else it can get dangerous. All right. Let's try this guy out here. Motherfucker, why did it not pop? What? It didn't pop at all? There we go. Hey, yo, you wanna hit off my laser gun? Hey, let's see if this one goes. Holy shit, you have to suck so hard through these. This shit is not easy. This is the worst. This is amazing. I'm so glad I made the vape gun. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, that was a lot more work than it should have ever been.